Hi, my wise astrology tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am back with a new video. My name is Christina. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and comment below. So I will be so enthusiastic to make a lot more contact for you over here. Okay, so today I'm here with the new moon in Aquarius, which is going to take place actually in February 9th at 20 degrees Aquarius, 20 degrees 41 minutes exactly. So let me see if I'm right. I have the note over here. Yes, it is. It is 20 degrees 41 minutes, February 9th. And don't mind over here, I put the chart up for you because I always erect the chart to my location, which is South Florida. So the host system, if you would like to, you can change that for your house, or, actually you can erect your own chart and do the transit for yourself on astro.com or astrosig or any free astrology software. Actually, you can do that. This is a tropical Western whole sign astrology content. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go and analyze that for you, and let me know how did it work out for you. So the new moon in Aquarius, which is 20 degrees, going to form a square to Uranus in Taurus and try to Vesta in Gemini. And also it's going to sextile Pallas Athene, and it is going to, let me see, no, it's not going to sextile to Pallas Athene, it's only going to trine to Vesta. Yes, okay. So let's talk about the archetypes. So if you know me already, you know I built up my readings and my videos, my podcast, the way I'm talking about the archetype of the sign and the archetype of the planets I'm talking about. So the new moon symbolizes new beginnings, right? All the time. That is a refreshing button that we are pressing. It's a new start for ourselves. This is time for setting a new intention and planting some kind of new seeds for future growth. So during the new moon, I do some kind of rituals, and the rituals are usually like new moon related, a little bit of Wicca knowledge over here. I wash my door with mint water, and I blow cinnamon into the house. Or you can actually sweep a little bit cinnamon around in the house. Even if you have pets, it doesn't bother them. Okay, so this is my new moon ritual, and actually I also usually I plant something, like I plant a seed. I live in Florida, so it's really easy for me to plant any time of the year. But if you just buy a bouquet of flowers, for example, on the new moon, and you're praying and you set your intention, it's enough. And you're writing your dreams, what you would like to achieve in the futures. So let's talk about Aquarius. Aquarius actually is an air sign. It is associated with innovation, with community and idealism. Aquarius ruled by Saturn and Uranus. So the archetype of Uranus is the visionary, the revolutionary, someone who is actually break up the burdens over here, break up the limits, and expand also, not like Jupiter, but Uranus is creating chaos, for example. Uranus can actually introduce new ideas to the world, to the society, something to seek for better. And, Uranus has a community sense, actually, encouraging something with the collective aspiration. And Uranus is also focusing, Aquarius actually focusing on social progress. And, because it's ruled by Uranus, that's the modern ruler, that's also like rules technological advancement. And also because of Aquarius is humanitarian, so also it's encouraging humanitarian efforts as well. So at this moment, Aquarius ruler, the modern ruler, Uranus, is in Taurus, and Taurus is a fixed earth sign. Uranus, the planet of sudden changes and awakening, disrupts Taurus' stable material world, right? Because Taurus is fixed earth sign, so it's like to have stability, luxury, comfort, and Uranus over there can create some kind of chaos. It could disturb Taurian peace. And, you know, Taurus loves, values security and comfort, and also values pleasure. Like you know, Taurus is a fixed earth sign, so it likes to smell and taste and anything tangible. Taurus loves tangible things. Uranus definitely shakes up the foundation over here. So it is challenging the Taurian energy, challenging the stability here. Taurus doesn't like changes, and Uranus is changing constantly, right? So we were talking about that many, many times. What is Uranus doing that in Taurus? You know, it is definitely an earth shaker here. So Uranus in Taurus could implement a lot of earthquake, or it could implement a lot of climate change or actions actually toward to climate change, because Uranus also the rebel, the protester, so most likely it is protest for climate change and things like that. But Uranus also trembling, so it could be something to do with tornadoes, it could be something to do with shaking, which could be earthquake. So Uranus represents earthquake as well, and especially in Taurus. However, this is a new moon. This is something to do with a new beginning. So most likely, well, the moon is squaring with this Uranian energy, and square, we were talking about that. Square is a Martian energy in archetype, in flavor. So Mars is anything to do with you know, or not innovation, but action, anything to do with courage. So also, you know, Mars could be very, very stubborn, and it's an initiator energy. It's the warrior. So that kind of energy is representing something like this square could indicate like the people, because the moon is representing your subconscious, your fears, your tears. It's representing the public in general. It's representing dogs. It's representing a lot of things, right? But in general, the public, because it squares with Uranus in Taurus, it could implement like, all right, we're going to have some kind of social unrest for humanitarian subjects. For example, it could do anything with peace protest over here, or anything to do protest against, you know, climate change, something like that. So definitely that could actually, or protest against AIs, because Aquarius represents anything with the AI world, with artificial intelligence, with the internet. So that definitely could be a subject during this new moon. And because it's a square, it is an earth shaker. It is something to do with waking us up, awakening us, you know, to do better here for our sake, for the collective, because Aquarius is representing the collective. All right, so it's also going to actually make a trine, which a beautiful, kissing, loving, auspicious aspect with Vesta. Vesta is devotion, focus, and commitment. That's the eternal flame, right? Vesta is your passion inside, that flame within, which is never going to be distinguished. So Gemini is an air sign. So Vesta over here, the eternal flame, actually doing very well because it got a lot of flame here. It's emphasizing the importance of communication. Why? Because Gemini rules the third house, and Gemini rules communication, information, and learning. Gemini ruled by Mercury, which is, you know, like the messenger. Mercury is Hermes, the messenger. And you know, anything to do the way we are actually capable to understand information. That is an intellectual sign and also an intellectual planet, and Vesta over there giving a lot of flame and trining to this new moon, which is the public, which is the collective, especially in Aquarius. It's representing like, we won't let the flame actually get distinguished. We want to know more, and we are seeking for knowledge. We don't want to be lied to. We don't want to stay in the shadow. But we want to have those kind of truth dialogues. So during this time, you can actually connect with people who are truth seeker, who are truth teller. And, you know, you might even have some kind of conflict, or not necessarily conflict, with friends and family, like because of you are seeing the truth or they are saying the truth. And, you know, then it could be hurtful sometimes, of course, especially if somebody is in denial. Yes, but definitely, you know, there is a lot of amazing things happening for intellectual pursuit, anything to do with education. So Vesta over here could indicate like, all right, we're going to be devoted and committed to education, and we're going to change something for the public. So it will be more available, education will be more available. And how? Through network, through internet, because of, you know, like maybe there will be a lot of government who is giving out, for example, free internet access, or perhaps free computers, maybe old one, but free for the people who are not capable to go to schools for some reason, maybe weather related, maybe war related, whatever, but they want them to still study and connect it to knowledge, and actually seeking for growth from you know, knowledge. So let's see what kind of collective impact going to have this new moon over here. So the new moon in Aquarius, square Uranus in Taurus, indicates a period of tension between the desire for significant social changes. You know, those are actually going to be challenges and disturb the established values and comfort. So, you know, Taurus is values and comfort, and it's because it fixed Earth sign, we were talking about that. This is established over there, and Uranus is making a change over here. Why? Because of we become very lazy, or we became very comfortable with the situation, and we are not ready to change. So Uranus is like, all right, get up, stand up, that's it. You need to move forward. You cannot sit still, or, you know, to be lazy kind of situation. You will need to adapt actually to the new norm. And those are a lot of innovative ideas are coming up with Uranus in Taurus. And Uranus in Taurus definitely could be actually good for cryptocurrency, for example, or it could be really good for farming and invest in farm technology. It could be also, definitely it's changing the way we are, you know, luxurious. Taurus is really seeking for luxury because it's ruled by Venus, and Uranus is there, and it could be giving some kind of eclectic, innovative ideas how to actually create comfort and luxury in our life. So that's, yeah, that is a progress, definitely a progress over there. Then, you know, it's going to trine with Vesta in Gemini. So the trine is very harmonious. It's definitely no tension over here. So it is going to, as I said, bring in some kind of positive change in education. And anything to do with, for example, with the way we are selling products, the way we are teaching, you know, those kind of primary schools are going to change, and the how do you call that? You know, the all right, I forget this word again, but yes, the way we are teaching children and little children in primary school is going to change, definitely. We will actually encourage children to think, because Gemini like to think, and we're going to actually encourage them and encourage them to writing, not only typing on computer. So this could be something really good, because lately I think children forget to how to write or how to really read, you know, and that's actually very bad. All right, so what other thing is happening over here? Well, let me check the chart if it does anything new. So there is an influence of the new moon which going to encourage some kind of innovation and humanitarian goals. And this is going to be like, you need to set your intention. You need to set your intention toward progress, for sure. You have to focus on your words. You have to actually willingly learn and adapt to the new situation, adapt to the new technology. Uranus is technology. Don't forget. For example, farmers, you know, farmers, Taurus representing also farmers, and Uranus over there could kick in some kind of new technology in the farming industry, and it's gonna be very hard for old-fashioned older people to use those technologies. So this is actually inviting you to learn. So maybe there will be like some kind of skill-based schools for farmers, you know, how to use the new machinery on the farms and how to make their life easier. You know, Rumi actually was someone who said, yesterday I was clever and I wanted to change the world. Today I'm wise, so I'm changing myself. This is very typical situation over here with the new moon in Aquarius, because this is the genius over here who is actually capable to understand the change doesn't have to come. You cannot change the world without changing yourself. So it's understanding the change has to come from within, otherwise nothing going to improve and grow. If you would like to, during this new moon, as I said, I'm doing rituals, because Aquarius also ruled by Amethyst and Aquamarine as well. February actually ruled by that. But definitely Aquamarine could resonate with the Aquarian energy, and it could be really good for short trips as well. And if you would like to encourage communication, because the Aquamarine, it's a bluey stone, and it is very good for your third chakra, which is your communication chakra, your throat chakra. So you can use any kind of blue stones to actually be able and capable to communicate clearly during this new moon. And the lunation is always finishing. So new moon in Aquarius, if you started to study something, then it will finish in half year later. So anything, if you started to study AI, because Aquarius representing AI technology, anything like that, you will finish the study most likely by the time when it's gonna be an Aquarius full moon, because of the lunation going in half years. Yes, all right. So, and also, you know, for mental clarity, Aquarius rules also the crown chakra as well. And, you know, there could be something with, if you would like to be really stimulated and your mind stimulated, you can use rosemary and peppermint, you know, even just to steam that at home, or, you know, drink the tea, and it's going to help you with focusing, and it's going to help you with also with your crown chakra opening. Uranus actually is the higher knowledge. Gemini, Vesta is in Gemini and it's trining, but Gemini ruled by Mercury, that's the lower brain. That's why we were talking about here communication, and you know, and Gemini rules the throat chakra, but Aquarius rules the crown chakra, which is connect you with the Akashic record. It's connect you with the higher knowledge that you can download during this new moon. So definitely there is a lot of mental clarity we can actually have during this new moon. And yes, peppermint would be really good, not just wash your doors with it, but drink and with rosemary as well. What else could be? All right, so yeah, that is mostly education and communication, clarity, what we want to do, how we want to go forward. And you know, right now I just remember a song by Eminem, like "We're Not Afraid." I don't know if you know that. We can walk this storm together, holding hands, something like that, he says. And I really like that song. Yes, that's how I feel right now during this Aquarius new moon. Like, hold my hand and let's go through this storm together, no matter what is awaiting us. But, you know, together we are capable to do something better for humanitarian project, anything to do with for us, for the collective, and it has to be based on communication and knowledge. It has to be based on clarity here. All right, guys, so let's see. I'm going to talk a little bit from each individual sign, like usually I do. You know, new moon, new seeds, buy something, a new flower, a seed, just plant something, and it's representing a beautiful new beginning for you. You can do a vision board if you would like to, because that could be, and do the vision board on actually on your software, on your computer, because Aquarius rules technology, so it doesn't have to be on paper right now. All right, so I'm gonna talk about Aries, rising, sun and moon secondly. So the new moon, it is in Aquarius, it's going to be in your 11th house, Aries. So the new beginnings going to start in your friendship zone, in your community, something to do with the collective goals over there. So you might going to have a lot of new friends, you know, like the next half year, or you might going to actually have a new goal, a new dream, which you're going to fulfill within half years. And, you know, it's going to actually square Uranus. Uranus is in your second house. Second house, anything to do with your values, with your finances. So there could be some kind of unexpected shift over there in your values, or perhaps in your friendship, the way you are value friendship lately, or in your finances. It could be like your friends are pushing you toward, pushing you to reach something, to change the way you connect with money. Or somebody is supporting you, and that's why you are capable to make money, but you have a deadline, and that's the frustration out from the square. And then it's going to trine Vesta, right? And Vesta is in your third house. Third house, anything to do with communication and learning. So there will be, maybe you're going to have a new neighbor who will become your friend, or you're going to actually move to your friend neighborhood. Anything, it's a friend is supporting a short-term trip, or a friend support your study. Somebody gonna pay for your study, for example, if you want to start a new school or any skill-based study, or if you want to create a school, or somebody gonna help you to create your own website, to start anything to do with social media. So the remedies for you are aquamarine, and it is really good and calming your communication. You are Aries, you're ruled by Mars, so you need to practice actually calm communication. And it would be really great for you if you start to do some kind of gratitude journaling, something to do with your finances. Why are you grateful for your bills? Because you are capable to pay them, and that makes you grateful, right? And the quote for you could be actually, the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. And you know who said that? Ellen Watts. So that is for you, Aries rising. Taurus rising, second is Sun and Moon. The new moon is happening in your 10th house. 10th house, anything to do with your public image, your reputation, honor, recognition, and your profession, your career, right? So over here, you might going to get a new profession. You might gonna go on red carpet to do a TED talk, to get a Nobel Prize. Some kind of recognition can come in your way, but it's going to actually square Uranus, and Uranus is in your first house, you know, and it's here for a long time. So you feel very chaotic and crazy sometimes, and you know, like a lot of turmoil around you the last 4 years. So at the first house, anything to do with your identity, anything to do with you, with your ego. So there could be something like, oh my God, am I identifying myself with my act? Or who am I really over here? You are questioning, you know, because there is some, for example, 10th house could be like, am I identifying myself with my profession, or am I this person? You know, I'm Johnny, or I'm Eva, whatever. Or am I a professor or a teacher, or, you know, a doctor? So this is the question going to be asked over here. And, you know, it's going to try and invest in your second house. Definitely your profession, the new profession, the new career is going to pay off. It's stabilizing your finances and your values. Vesta is an eternal flame. Vesta is really good in financial astrology. We are checking Vesta's condition all the time. And in your second house, it could bring in money, and it could bring in really significant amount of money of you. So what is the remedies for you, Taurus? You know, green stones, emerald for career success. It's really, really good. It's reflect on personal values and how they align with professional goals as well. So emerald or jade, green jade, you can use actually during this new moon. And the quote for you right now: change is the law of life. And those who look only the past or present are certain to miss the future. And you know who said that? John F. Kennedy. So reflect on this quote. What does it mean for you? Gemini rising, sun and moon. The new moon going to happen in your 9th house. 9th house, anything to do with your beliefs, higher education, long distance traveling, elder siblings, anything to do with foreign matters, all right? So, and publishing, YouTubing. So there is actually squaring with Uranus in the 12th house. So there is some kind of unexpected event occurs in your subconscious and in your belief system. So for example, it is you going to question your faith, your religion. You're going to question your spirituality, the avenue you are going on. It could be actually like you were signed up to some kind of faraway land to visit, and right now it's going to give you a little bit of challenges. You might not going to be able to go, or you have to delay your travel. It could be also like you are about to publish something, YouTubing, but it's not time yet because of you want to actually, you still have to work behind the scene and another week before you publish your channel. And it's going to try to Vesta. Vesta is in your first house. You know, they're going to be an amazing commitment for self-expression. You're going to feel like you have a lot of passion, you have a lot of muse and mojo, even if you would like to write, you know. It could be something with with foreign matters. It could be something with education. You will become certain what would you like to study. You will have a passion for it. You will have passion to travel. And the remedy for this, actually, you know, the sodalite, the stone of sodalite, that's actually a gemstone. It's help you with clarity, but it actually help you with your belief system. So it's a spiritual stone. And definitely meditation would help you to find inner peace over here. And I also have a quote for you from Lao Tzu, and that is like, life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. All right, guys, reflect on this. Cancer rising sun and moon secondly. The new moon is in your 8th house. 8th house, anything to do with taboos, with intimacy, with your subconscious. That's psychology, it's transformation, it's shared resources, it's anything to do with death, sex, abortion, sex. So, all right, let's see what's going on here for you. The shared resources, you know, it could, might going to be some kind of surprise with your tax refund or with your prenup or with your will, with your trust. You know, you find out something it doesn't go for your favor and you have to fix it. Some kind of challenge is coming up over here. Or you might going to question, because of Uranus is in your 11th house, you might going to question the intention of your friends. Sorry, I'm still coughing a lot. So intention of your friends. All right. What else could be? And you know, it's going to try and Vesta in your 12th house. 12th house and 8th house, anything to do with subconscious, anything to do with hidden matters, anything to do with the eternal life, the afterlife. So you might going to actually be obsessed with afterlife or death, and you know, doing research is working behind the scene. You will have a passion actually, and it could bring in very, very lucid dreaming as well for you guys. You're gonna be on fire here. So if you would like to protect yourself, black tourmaline, 8th house, you know, it's very heavy energy, 12th house as well could be. And it's a really great protection. Any black stone could be, but black tourmaline, black onyx I use. And it brings some kind of peace at your home, all right? And the quote for you, it is another Alan Watts quote, and the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into, move with it, and join to dance. All right, guys, Leo rising sun and moon. What's gonna happen for you? New moon is in your 7th house. 7th house is your relationship house, your clientele, your alliances. It is also legal matters. It's your other half. It's your significant other as well. So it is a new beginning. You might going to get engaged or married, or a marriage plan over here. It could be something, I'm getting a new business partner. But you know, it's squared with Uranus in the 10th house. So there could be some kind of sudden career change or public status shift. You know, public status, 10th house also, if you get married, your public status is changing because your name is changing. So from single to be married. And also it's going to try in Vesta, so focus on friendship, because Vesta is in your 11th house, anything to do with your dreams and goals, your long-term goals. So there is a beautiful harmony with your friends, between your friends and with your partner over here. So, you know, it could be actually an event, like, yes, it is a wedding happening for some of you. The remedy for you here, or it's not even a remedy, the rose quartz would be wonderful for love. And, you know, also for networking, because it's actually aligns with your future vision, and rose quartzes help you to align with your future vision. And your quote is from Gandhi: be the change that you wish to see in the world. So reflect on that this new moon. All right, Virgo rising, sun and moon, what's going to happen for you guys? New moon in your sixth house. Sixth house is your rental property, your tenant, your roommate, your health, your work, your daily routines, okay? So what's going to happen over here? New moon is a new beginning. You might going to get a new project, a new work. You might going to get a good news about your health. You're going to, new moon, but I mean, sixth house also rules the gym and the yoga studio and the juice bar. So you might going to actually buy a membership over there, but it's going to make an unexpected change plan over here because Uranus in your ninth house, so 6 and 9 going to square here. So what's gonna happen? Maybe you have to work overtime and you're not capable to go for that trip you wanted to go, or it's going to be some challenge or some kind of annoying aggravation here with traveling. It could be also like your work promised to you, they're going to pay for your study and then they're not going to have the fund, or, they're trying to find out how to do that. And it's going to make you a little bit annoyed. And then it's going to try Vesta. Vesta is in your 10th house of career. So this is a good flow over here because you are dedicated to career and your public roles and through your work. So actually the work, what you are doing right now, it's not only just a job, it's became your passion and career. So what kind of stone should you use during this new moon? You should use actually the green aventurine, because the green aventurine is really good for work success. And actually it clears the professional intentions and, clears the disruption actually. All right, and the quote for you: adaptability is not imitation. It means the power of resistance and assimilation. So this is also a Gandhi quote over here. All right, reflect on that. Libra rising, sun and moon, you're going to have the new moon in your fifth house. Fifth house, lovely. It is your creative project, your romance, your children, your creativity, your investment, your like lottery winning. So you might going to win a lottery, especially Uranus is in the 8th house squaring. Why not? It could be, it could be some kind of financial challenge as well. But, sometimes when somebody is winning a big amount of lottery, it could be a challenge because they don't know how to tell others, or they don't know if they should or not, because of then they're going to lose friends or family members. So that could be the challenge out from it. So yeah, you might be up due to a lottery winning, or some kind of speculative business over here could become like, all right, we have to watch out because we put too much egg in one basket, not to break it. But 8th house is mortgage and it's shared resources, it's the bank as well. 5th house is also could be something to do with investment. So Uranus over there could indicate some kind of cryptocurrency issue or technology investment issue for a little while. Yes, and then it's going to actually try Vesta. Vesta is in your 9th house. So there is definitely some kind of amazing creative project writing on. Perhaps you are publishing a book, or perhaps you are publishing your YouTube channel and you are ready to roar and you're going to have a lot of followers. So what the stone that you should work with during this new moon? Actually, citrine is really good for creativity, and it's also good to exploring new hobbies. And it's also a low intellectual growth because it stimulates the brain. And the quote for you is, creativity requires courage to let go of certainties. Eric Fromm. All right, reflect on that, guys. Scorpio rising, sun and moon, new moon is happening in your 4th house. 4th house is real estate, family, living situation, your home, your roots, endings. So, relationship changes may disrupt new beginnings at home or with family members because Uranus is in the 7th house and it's squaring this new moon for you. However, this new moon could bring in some kind of opportunity to buy a property or sell a property, a new family member. Perhaps you will find your biological family, you know, like, or you are planning to have more members. So you are planning to get a pregnancy. So that is also, Vesta is in your 8th house, and with Vesta, it's going to actually prime. So you're going to get the mortgage to renovate your home or purchase a home. So it could be really, really great for that. It provides stability for you. Okay, and what do you want to use, Scorpio? Of course, Scorpio is smoky quartz because it's grounding you. And it's really great if you are have family meeting and discuss any kind of change together, because smoky quartz helping you ground and you're not going to lose your temper. And the quote for you is from Elizabeth Gilbert, what you have to focus and reflect on right now: to be fully seen by somebody then and be loved anyhow. This is a human offering that can border on miraculous. Okay. All right, guys. Sagittarius rising, sun and moon. Let's see what's going to happen for you. So the new moon for you in your 3rd house. 3rd house, anything to do with your new neighborhood, with your community project, with your communication project, with a new vehicle perhaps you will get. The 3rd house is connect you with other people, all right? Actually, it's going to square Uranus in your 6th house. 6th house, anything to do with your work. So it could be some kind of issue during this new moon, like, okay, maybe my pet get off the leash and my neighbor's going to report me. Or it could be like, you know, new moon is a new beginning, so you might going to have a new neighborhood or move to a new neighborhood or new neighbors, but it could also bring in some kind of issue with tenancy, you know, it could bring in some kind of communication issue actually with neighbors or with siblings as well. But it's going to trine Vesta in your 7th house. So you are lucky, Sagittarius, because your significant other, business partner and clientele are supporting you. They are bringing harmony in your life. So on one way, the new beginning, it could be your 3rd house. So you're going to start to write something, or you're going to have a new neighbor, a new car, but also you can fight with a neighbor as well because of a pet or because of a rental property. But also it is helping you, going to have a backup. You're going to have people who are supporting you in this argument, for example, and that is your significant other or your business partner. What is the stone what you need to use? That is the blue lace agate. Why? Because it's giving you clear communication. And you know, the new moon in your 3rd house, it's ruled by communication. You need to communicate clear so people don't misunderstand you. And it's going to actually strengthen the bond between people and you. And you know, you're also going to get a quote from me, which is that Kakuzo or Kakura, this is a Japanese writer, and the art of life lies in a constant readjustment to our surroundings. So reflect on that. This is actually an amazing quote. I'm a Sagittarius rising and I love this. All right, guys. Capricorn rising, sun and moon, what's going to happen for you? New moon in your 2nd house. 2nd house is your values, your money, the money what you earn, you worked for. You know, so financial beginnings or value reassessments happening over here. So first of all, you're going to have an opportunity to earn money. Okay, your values are changing. Your values are going to be based on humanitarian projects. Okay, and actually it's going to square Uranus in the 5th house. 5th house is romance and creativity. So it could be something to do with, you know, the values between you and money and your romantic partner. Okay, so maybe he or she has more money and they want to support you in your creative project, but you are proud and you're not going to take that. Okay, so that is the challenge over there. You have to concentrate on work or health routines also. And actually, Vesta in your 6th house, it is progressing over there. It's doing a favorable aspect for you. So it's actually helping you to get healed, and it's helping you to heal your money situation through work. So you might not going to take that money from your romantic partner, but you're going to actually work more and capable to fix that situation in your 2nd house, okay? So what kind of stone do you want to use? Pirate. Pirate is the foolish gold, right? It's almost like citrine, but it looks like gold, and it's for abundance, and 2nd house is earning money, right? So Pirate going to help you with practical budgeting, not to spend like crazy, and in financial planning as well. So you're also going to get a quote from Benjamin Franklin: an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Reflect on that. This is amazing. All right, Aquarius rising, secondly, sun and moon. Guys, the new moon is in your 1st house. You are Aquarius. This is your new moon. Restart everything. It is a new beginning for you. And every year you get a new moon. It's something to do with this, your ego, with your, it's a rebirth. It's like a phoenix over here every year. So it could bring in a new family member, a new living situation, new identity. You want to change something about yourself. You know, you are reborn here, but it squares Uranus in the 4th house. So your family might not going to like the way you are changing. And, you know, perhaps I mentioned that in my previous videos, it could be like some of you going to maybe announce Uranus is gay people, Aquarius ruled by Uranus, right? It could be like, okay, I'm gay, and family not necessarily supporting you, or you want to go through a gender change, something like that, and they're not necessarily there for you in this. But you know, it could be any other thing, but you are changing, and it's a sudden change, and it's gonna raise some eyebrow. But it's going to trine Vesta in your 5th house of joy, romance, children. So you are really going to focus on your creative project, on your children, or, you know, activities with a child. You want to enjoy life full-hearted, and Vesta over there going to give you a lot of passion with a romantic partner. So that's also really, really good. Investment is also could turn out very auspicious for your Aquarius rising. And the remedy, actually not remedy, the stone, what you have to work with it, the amethyst, which is helping you with your personal transformation. Amethyst is really good also to create lucid dreaming, and through lucid dreaming, you are understanding yourself, because it's surprising, but a lot of people really doesn't know themselves. So it is helping you to understand your subconscious, yourself, helping you with creative self-expression, because amethyst is really good at creativity, okay? And amethyst is also really good to get rid of, you know, any substance. So it's helping with that. And you're also going to get a quote, and it is George Bernard Shaw, and life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Aquarius, you really know how to create yourself. Okay, and last, my dear Pisces risings, the new moon is happening in your 12th house. 12th house is the most spiritual house. This is your house, actually, right? It rules Pisces. It is a spiritual beginning, some kind of closure for maybe for a substance abuse. You are ready to give up alcoholism or substances and start something new. It could be like you are getting a new job on a field of underprivileged, you know, hospice, hospital, jail guard, like creating a boutique hotel in a faraway country, or it could be something to do with you know, to connect with your subconscious and start to write movie scripts. Why? Because of Vesta is in Gemini, and it's trining with Vesta. So Gemini is communication, so writing movie script could be really, really great for you, doing researches, working behind the scene. But also it squares Uranus in the third house also communication for you. So it could be some kind of issue with your siblings and neighbors, miscommunication, misunderstanding over there. So you might want to watch out with that, okay? So you should actually use labradorite for spiritual awakening and journaling, because journaling, creative writing, intuitive writing could be really, really great for this new moon time, okay? And the quote is by James Allen, "The dreamers are the saviors of the world. What else can you do better than dream, Pisces?" All right, guys, thank you so much for listening, liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. If you would like to have a reading with me, check out my website, which is UrbanWitch.org. All right, thank you so much. I see you with another video soon. Bye for now.